Our private client services team is recognized for providing clear and practical legal advice to our clients in the United Kingdom and Ghana. Expert help with will writing, probate or estate administration. Our will writers and probate lawyers can act for you to obtain grant of probate and carry out estate administration on your behalf. The probate takes place after someone dies. If there's a will, the named executor is responsible for ensuring that the estate of the deceased is secured, assessing its value and paying any inheritance tax. If there is no will, the intestate and inheritance rules require similar responsibilities. Our lawyers offer strategic and practical solutions to the issues which clients face, whether it's in relation to succession planning, will preparation, probate and the administration of estates, immigration and visas, contentious family or probate disputes, administering estates often with inheritance cross-border issues, international trust advice including residence, domicile issues, wealth preservation, a fast, efficient service from SRA-regulated professionals, transparent pricing. BWF Solicitors. Let us take care of probate.
Application. BWF Solicitors, your trusted immigration experts. 1. Eligibility assessment. We begin by confirming that you meet the Home Office requirements for your chosen immigration route. 2. Document review and preparation. Our team ensures your documents are complete, accurate, and compliant to avoid costly delays. 3. Application strategy. We guide you through the best approach for your circumstances, providing clear and tailored advice. 4. Drafting and submitting your application. We complete all forms, prepare supporting statements, and submit your application to the Home Office. 5. Follow-up and communication. We monitor the progress of your application, respond to queries, and ensure all communication is handled promptly. 6. Decision and next steps. Once a decision is issued, we advise you on what comes next, whether that's arrival, extension, appeal, or future planning. Speak to our immigration experts today.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contested and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Good morning, Yema Obi Biara Afishiapa, Yedayamia Sise, and the day Mabeka Yensa, and the Wesha, your host my tea, any ha, but I'm hoping, say, we'll be able to do a run through of the PSA for and then na Yameya Doma New Year time no na my tea assign adjoining view. This is our last program for the year. Nti I hope say obi biara a ɔhwɛ yɛn anaasɛ wɔretie yɛn no mo prepare mo ho mo keka mo nsa na bro yɛn moatumi adi ne yie. Yɛbɛka ne sɛ afishiapa, but definitely no. I know say yɛn a yɛwɔ nkɔlaa ne abusuafoɔ a wɔwɔ fie no nso ebi ɛbɛbisa yɛn sɛ ɔmo bronya adeɛ ɛwɔ he. I know very much say economy ne biribiara ayɛ den, but this is the time for giving and sharing. Into as much as possible, let us find ways of giving and sharing even at this time. Yes, and that program no is brought to you by BWF Solicitors. Into I know say we're sharing YouTube so and I say Facebook so definitely no mobile to me so I share now mama more contacts and who say yeah started program no, and then your program no will be highlights of what has happened throughout the year. And so I hope say mobile to me I share now ma nkurɔfoɔ nso ehu sɛ sei ɛna ɛrekɔ. As much as possible no nso sɛ mohyia nso so a na moatumi akɔmmɛnte alike nso so. You can also subscribe to your YouTube ne your Facebook pages as well. And the answer now may continue with your main topic no for and then I will give us a few updates in terms of what we need to make sure that we are doing and also we are aware of in terms of updates no, it's just to make people aware when it comes to electronic visas and now say e-visa now, a lot of people may want to travel abroad. They want to be able to come back in one piece. And I know said Dodwana omo stamp ewa omo passport nim into either say or indefinite leave to remain. Omo astampe ewo passport nim and I say some sort of immigration document. Say indefinite and I say settlement ewo chrome ha. Sa nkrofo no say go through airport immigration na usually omo person who say sa stamp na and I say sa immigration documents no ewo him. Usually they will allow you to go through it because call Chrome it's only assembly. And it is only when you're coming back that sometimes ubenya issues in regards to immigration caseworkers are almost airports are almost share code and answer almost share e-visa. And most of the time they are expecting say you will be able to give them a share code to you sitting now or ever chrome. And before 2014, most people didn't do biometrics. And I said, what unko sano and chat photograph to say saying as see we application biana and so chat photo na ubon sano. And so many people will not have sa biometric card no because before then they didn't have that system in place. But say unim say opeso to kwana bibia comfortable through the immigration process say babaka, then you can do the no time limit application, which is the application ebema who say what's na a chrome ha for mfie say and I say into no sano na omo a mao sa electronic e-visa na yɛka ho asɛm no, once they have successfully granted you will indefinite ni biom no, you'll be able to access wasetena no, which is wo indefinite na wo no any wo details no online. Nti sɛ ɔmo bisa share code wɔ airport a ɛno ne sɛ wa logging in na wama nipa na ɔbisa wɔ airport hɔnom no wo share code na wowɔ no, and then it makes the whole travel experience a lot easier. Nti I don't know, Sano. I hope say as many people who have a stamp in their passport and answer some form of immigration document, no, will be able to make sure say they have applied for the no time limit application, and once a decision is made, it will give them access to log into e-visa and as a register to the .gov.uk website, and then go ahead to provide share code for whichever institution and answer whichever body would want share code number no. Nti we kakra na mepɛ sɛ mema ahwɛfoɔ no etiefoɔ ehu na at least sɛ akwantuo bi wɔ hɔ nso a metumi nso ahwɛ kwan a mobetumi ayɛ share code no etu kwan. Nti that is that in terms of update. Yɛbɛkɔ short break kakra bi na yɛasan abɛtoa so with main topic for the day. Nti patro yɛbɛsan ehu bio sisi a.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contested and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner, with over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Yɛda mo ase sɛ moasan adjoine yɛn biom. Well, Ada Safo say please share when you join. Into Medamasi say more share na more nkrofo who say program no I started today's program no say we'll share your topic immigration law highlights of the year 2025. That's be brave silly duma yame insure be brave say wait to me joining na all Tunsa Afre Asaphobia. Hello, lovely family, she says. Or say, Nana Jema, a roll call, Nana, it's here, Hene, Fred Amwa, Gifty Asiedu Koranche, KK. Also, some friend Obi program Nasha, Rates Mammy Tando. Vejoining program no na yɛntumi ndi nkɔmmɔdi Nana Kwame Obrimpong vejoining. Yes, I know say nkurɔfoɔ bebree so join Dria Diana Dria yɛtoo saa afro nti obi biara ɔwɔ so sisi a yɛma mo nyinaa afihyia pa dɛdɛ yi deɛ yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ nyame adom obi biara ho yɛ. Foster Fox say good morning lawyer Eunice and all BWF solicitors and everyone. Foster is watching. Yɛda wase bebree. Foster, you are indeed watching, and I hope so overshare program no so. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, to the Duma say, please kindly share, comment, and like. Thank you so much. And so, yes, we'll join up at shop, more share, more like it, more comment, and there will be a session where we'll definitely open it up for Obi Biara to ask more, Bisa, more person Bisa, and of course, as we always do, we'll have a few minutes open to all of you to make sure say as much as possible so you bet see there so mo pese mo can. I want to Nana Kwame Ampiao say I'm watching. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Yame and Shira Bibere. Yes, yes, yeah, starting with your main topic for and it's the highlights of this year. Inyama Bibre Akoso within the year, and I think that it is important to highlight some of the things that have obviously been shared by the government in regards to immigration rules, immigration in general. And I know say Dodwana will remember from May when the government brought on white paper, say they have these proposals in place because they think say they need to be tough on immigration until they brought out their white paper proposing changes they were going to make and how it will affect people in the long run. And so within the white paper, Yenim Somoka said Omuba making changes to the skilled worker route. Omoka said they will make changes in regards to the salary levels people are receiving on the worker route. Omoka said they will make changes in regards to the English language requirements within the work route. Omo Esambo so say when it comes to nkrofona omo ba as students omo person omo call graduate route no so now they will reduce the 2 years omo debema omo to 18 months as well. And then they also made mention of the fact that when it comes to students no more ever a Chrome Hanon, so in regards to them switching to the innovator founder route, they will make it a lot more easier for them to transition after they've completed a course no, to that innovator founder route. So it's not all bad news. And of course, nkurɔfoɔ a wɔyɛ highly skilled to say high potential individuals any global talent routes for no those should I say avenues no were opened up a lot more for nkurɔfoɔ person or through that route and I said through that category of workers in the UK. And they also made mention in regards to settlements. Their it's and that now it will be earned rather than just automatic after a number of years. No, they are looking to make sure that people earn their settlements here in the UK rather than just having to reside there for a number of years and then getting it through those means. And so we are going to look at all these different things one after the other, and then hopefully no na yetumi ashare what will be should I say looked at in the year 2026, because some of the changes are already in place and then there are those that are yet to come in the year 2026. And see, in terms of their omode abba this year in June of 2025, and omode new statement of changes by in regards to the skilled worker routes and then the other work routes as well. In terms of skilled worker routes, almost the changes about regarding the required qualification framework level into say oh back home here as a skilled worker, you have to meet the skills level and you have to be able to show a number of requirements. Say wait to me, meet those requirements and sana omo ama visa ede abakrom ha. Previously, no, your skill level could be a level 3 and above. Almost sure, no, omo who say sa A level equivalent requirements na omo abisa no is too low. In Nkrofo Bebre are coming to do qualified work, but they are getting to do those work without the right qualifications. Nti omo can say saa next year dear, they will increase that required qualification level to a level 6, which is equivalent to university graduates. And she said, Oba under the skilled worker route is here, you have to meet that required qualification framework level 6, which is equivalent to a level that graduate has obviously completed. Into saa next year dear, then it means say oh ba you have to be able to show evidence of saa qualification no at a degree level. And now say oh chrome had it na oh switch it to the skilled worker route now, you have to be able to show evidence of that graduate level degree. Another thing they introduced was the fact that they want to increase salary levels so that nobody feels cheated. And I know that at the beginning of the year, no, they already increased salary levels for those within the skilled worker route, where Omoka said they have to be able to meet the minimum requirement of 38,700, and that obviously is still in place. But of course, there are certain sectors where they can they can have a reduced salary level because ebia omo ejuma no e was that immigration salary list no so. Into the immigration salary list no came to replace the shortage occupation list, and most people would know say oh but under the health and care routes, most of them would have been under the shortage occupation list because those areas were seen to be most in demand. And see, and no sano, so was so dear, then it means that you can have a reduced should I say salary, and your qualification level can also be reduced because obewo sa immigration occupation list no so they have said they will increase the salary levels even on the immigration salary list. Senya Nkofua Omoba under that route no so will have a fair playing field in terms of salary omoje. And they have obviously sent these notices out to obi biara ɔyɛ employer okipi anaasɛ ɔwɔ saa sponsor license no. They have made sure that they have informed them of all these changes so that they are aware say ni say ɛna ɛrekɔ. Another thing that they have said, they said that immigration salary list, no, almost best is not to temporary shortage list, because that list is to do with nkrofo omo juma omo dream say those areas are more in demand, but they don't necessarily have to meet that required skill level 6 no. In see, most people who came under the healthcare route may have less than a level 6, but may still be able to work within the healthcare sector, because that shortage list will require them to have a lesser skill level than level 6 now or de abano. And we know, so when it comes to those on the work route and also the skill route, they have also said, so when it comes to English language requirements, no, they are looking to see, say, they will increase the required English level from a level B1 to a level B2. Into say, oh, a skilled worker route no so na oh waba wa when your visa net BBR there, you are not supposed to change anything at this point in time. It is nkurɔfoɔ no a ebia afei ɛna ɔmo ba, anaasɛ obi a ɔte kurom ha a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔswitche from another route to the skilled worker route. Ɔno ɛna ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmeet this English language requirement, and they have to make sure say it is a level B1 for speaking, reading, writing, and listening into 4 categories. Under the family route, no, is just for speaking and listening. But under the skilled worker route and also the work route, no, it is these 4 categories: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. So ultra level B2. And sana Omubeka said we meet our English language requirements under the skilled work route. Into they've also gone ahead to say in order to meet the English language requirements, so to me meeting English language requirements at a level B2. So I think it's a B1 crampo na nkrofo edwin say yedin. Into B2 sisi ano dear, it means of course it's going to be a lot tougher for people to go on to meet that requirement. And when it comes to employers, no, so anytime they are recruiting, they have to make sure that they are complying with the conditions that Home Office for no ede amomo. And they also have to be able to pay a fee for each employee. Omo ebeka se omo ye immigrants a ese omo ma omo COS. Into say ese omo ma COS to any individual and as immigrants biya na omo tua bibi Emma government, and no omo friend immigration skills charge, and it is for each person na omo beka se omo de omo eba krom ha, and for a year is over, I know say it's over £1,000. So in terms of the employer, no, obviously it is not a cheap thing for them to say they are recruiting from outside the UK, and they have to make sure say it is necessary for them to recruit from outside the UK, and that is why they are recruiting from outside the UK, or they are recruiting somebody from within the UK who is an immigrant. In see, and no sano that immigration skills charge na ɛwɔ hɔ no, government na say they have to increase it because they should be able to gain more. And see, the immigration skills charges has also increased by another 32% for any employer via or person or mass COS Emma immigrant worker nasa or via ofi fee aba ekroma. So that is that in terms of our should I say skilled work routes, but we're going to talk about nkurɔfoɔ a wɔwɔ health and care visa routes no so. That is also under the skilled work routes, but in particular care workers. Into from the 22nd of July 2025, there was a closure and also a stop to any form of entry clearance applications for those who will be coming in as care workers and as social care workers. Into the government said from the 22nd of July 2025, no longer would employers be able to bring employees from outside the UK, and you will no longer be able to make an application for obia opese or switching from another category to the care route. Into they closed off sa route no, so that people will no longer be able to apply on that route. So that's so the idea, of course, you can switch from one employer to the other without any issues because it is the fact that you came before the immigration rules were changed. Nti, I don't know sano. So that's so the idea unim so to me as which to me adaso ewo sa health and care roots no so, because I know say a lot of people were thinking, oh, so does it mean I can't switch anymore? So health and care roots no so that idea, yes, you can always switch, but maybe I say or dependent route no so now person switch eco health and care routes as a care worker there. Unfortunately, that is no longer available to you. Into yes, they put a stop to health and as a care workers coming to the UK under that route. And I know said Dudwana didn't expect it to be so quick, but the government wanted an end to it because of the abuse na more say in regards to the fact say nkurɔfoɔ etuatua sika ama employers ɛna employers no nso ama wɔn adwuma, and because of the fact say employers so ɛntumi ɛma wɔn adwuma no bebree abɛgu kurom ha a wɔnni adwuma ɛnyɛ, and that also led to the revocation of some employers license now no, and there were many people within the system because thousands and thousands of people came through the health and care routes with almost dependence on so it meant that the government had to try and do something in regards to giving people the chance to switch to alternative routes if they could, to remain in the UK as well. Into they just thought it necessary to close that route because of the abuse that had been going on, and so hopefully, I know, say with those who are still in the UK, don't wanna ebia revoke sponsor and alliances or share another route. Definitely say a when here legal advice, and see we always say always seek the best legal advice in order to make sure say you don't fall foul to a Hanum immigration rules. Ebimuso me enya alternative a omode a free a chrome ha a call back to fear. Into do seek legal advice, and then you see how best to continue in that regard. And when it comes, especially to those on the health and care route, no, so as much as possible, I know say there have been changes to those who can add dependents. Into last year, March 2024, no, Omoka said those under the skilled work route 2135, 2136 will no longer be able to bring their dependents to join them in the UK. And then they have gone on to state say So over occupational code 6135 and I say 6136 no you will not be able to bring your dependents to join you as of 22nd July 2025. Into say unim say you are on any of those occupational codes no then you have to make sure say as much as possible no you seek legal advice because there was the cutoff point from the 22nd of July 2025. So now Oda will root no so before the changes came into effect there. Your dependents who are with you will continue to rely on you. And not there that was before the changes came into play and see you are okay. But say yeah, oh yeah, application no after the changes came into play on the 22nd of July 2025 there, then it means that your dependents will no longer be able to apply with you on that route. And see, those who have those care work occupational codes, no, be aware that as of 22nd July 2025, no, you will no longer be able to add on your dependents after that date. So now also the idea, then of course your dependents can continue to remain with you, or they can join you as and when you do want to make the application. So that is that in terms of nkorɔfoɔ omo yeah health and care route no so. When we look specifically at those who are on the graduate route, I know so most people who came and have now completed their course as students, whether at a university level and I say undergraduate level, master's level, PhD, will have the graduate route to go on to after they've completed the course. And see, most people know would have applied onto the graduate route and would have had their visas extended for 2 years, and now said 3 years if they've done a PhD course. So see how they almost say they've realized that most people haven't been able to transition from that route to the skilled work route as they intended. And until now, almost reduce from 2 years no to 18 months, which is 1 year and a half. Into say as of now, OPSL will switch it to the graduate route now. I mean, so as of 2026, so OPSL will switch it to the graduate route now. They would not grant you 2 years, but they will grant you a 1 year and a half. Into that is from January 2026, no. So oh yeah, applications on the graduate route, no. So dear, you no longer would you be granted 2 years as before, but you would be granted a year and a half. I know say it's very, very unfortunate for most people who were looking to have 2 years, a much longer period. Saying wɔn bɛhwehwɛ adwuma wɔ kurom ha na wɔn asɔkye na at least wɔn ho ahan ahom kakra. It's unfortunate that it's no longer for 2 years, but it's a year and a half. So it means say adwuma no ɛyɛ started from the time a wɔwɔ uni. Sɛ wowɔ uni na woyɛ adwuma kakra a na wobisa ɔmo patwɔ moma so anaa ɛyɛ ade a mobɛtumi ama mesbie in regards to my course na meyɛɛyɛ anaa. So you have to start the legwork right away rather than say train na switch it to the graduate route na graduate route na coming to an end and na wohwehwɛ adwuma. They want you to start doing the legwork right from the get-go. Into as much as possible in Kofua or mobile as students are almost complete on course no, and as complete on course no 2026 no, they will have to know say it is no longer 2 years but 1.5 years. Then we also have Nkofra omo students roots no so na ebia omo hwehwe edwuma omo betse omo ye. We are grateful to the government for also giving those students the opportunity to switch from that route to the innovator founder route. Into innovator founder routes no yɛ self sponsorship nkurɔfoɔ bebree anim no as self sponsorship. Into most times no obi bɛbisa into ɛbɛyɛ dɛn na mɛtumi ayɛ saa self sponsored route no te sɛ sɛnea obiara ɛreka ho asɛm no. Self sponsorship no as we know as innovator founder route is to do with obi a ebi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔba
BWF Solicitors, your trusted immigration experts. 1. Eligibility assessment. We begin by confirming that you meet the Home Office requirements for your chosen immigration route. 2. Document review and preparation. Our team ensures your documents are complete, accurate, and compliant to avoid costly delays. 3. Application strategy. We guide you through the best approach for your circumstances, providing clear and tailored advice. 4. Drafting and submitting your application. We complete all forms, prepare supporting statements, and submit your application to the Home Office. 5. Follow-up and communication. We monitor the progress of your application, respond to queries, and ensure all communication is handled promptly. 6. Decision and next steps. Once a decision is issued, we advise you on what comes next, whether that's arrival, extension, appeal, or future planning. Speak to our immigration experts today.
Yeah, that's a bebree sɛ when you're home bread. Yes. Now me can afa students are almost almost switch it equal innovator founder route no so and I said self sponsorship route no so government no I can say yes say student route no so na o person o switches to spell self sponsorship and I said self employed there yɛbɛma ɛho kwan. Innovator founder routes no ɛyɛ route a sɛ wogye di sɛ wowɔ skill bi anaasɛ business idea bi a ɛyɛ viable anaasɛ scalable anaasɛ wonim paa sɛ ebia business idea wei obi ɛwɔ but me deɛ no mɛtumi ayɛ ho biribi a ɛbɛyɛ soronko a menim paa sɛ yɛbɛtumi anya sika efim. Nti ɛno no saa no sɛ wokita such an idea and now we are in a very technological advanced age. Nti most people have the brains for things like apps. Nti just eat app no obi ɛna ɛtena hɔ ɛna ɛyɛɛ saa app no a many restaurants have signed on to and now obi click saa app na obetumi a order aduane from any restaurant whatsoever. Into they are looking for people with the brilliant ideas like that to be able to obviously join the innovator founder route. And the requirements are quite obviously simple but not very straightforward because here say to me actually that you have this idea that of course to say Yamakano is scalable, is viable, and is different from what is on the market. And over here say endorsing company ebe endorse so say wo idea na wo no ampa omo ahwehwem omo aye ho discussions assessments ni bibia omo gidi say wo idea no ebetum pompa inti omo ebema wo endorsements a obetumi ade akɔgye visa no. Inti you need one of 4 endorsing companies approved by the Home Office to endorse wo business idea no before to me aka say wokɔgye visa anaasɛ woyɛ application under the self-sponsorship route anaasɛ under the innovator founder route. Nti of course sɛ woyɛ student na wowɔ brilliant ideas to say deɛ then they are looking for you to of course switch onto the innovator founder route. Most students would have been looking to join the graduate route or the skilled worker route, but the fact that they've introduced the self-sponsorship and I say innovator founder route for students also is a good thing, because there are people like that who have brilliant ideas in team. That is also one of the good things that governments are introducing in regards to the changes now. And they have also said, say, when it comes to other work areas like the high potential individual and the global talent routes now, they are opening it up a bit more for those talents to be realized here in the UK. Of course, when it comes to the high potential individual, they are looking that most people in this area, and I think that most of them work within the STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. Saa nkurɔfoɔ wei dodoɔ naa ɛyɛ nkurɔfoɔ a ebi a wɔyɛ researchers anaasɛ they are very skilled in what they do. And that route is not a route that leads to settlements. Most people on that route would have to have come from a list of universities worldwide, which is approved by the Home Office. In saying, obi biara ɛna ɛbɛtumi aba under the high potential individual. They are looking for those individuals who apply to come from certain specific universities. And uco.gov.uk website no so there is a list of universities that they accept high potential individuals from. Nti sɛ wowɔ saa list no so na wopɛ sɛ woba UK for a period of 2 years, some form of research and anaasɛ obviously contributes to a certain study and anaasɛ biribi ɛwɔ kurom ha deɛ they will give you 2 years to come to the UK as a high potential individual. And then the global talent route is mainly from Kofua, almost specific talents, whether it's creative or within the arts, and also singing, which is also under the creative route, those within film and all of that. Sɛ wowɔ specific talent wɔn gye di sɛ wobɛtumi de biribi aba UK kurom ha nso so a, then you will need either for an eligible endorsing company to endorse, say yes, you are somebody who has indeed got a skill which is needed here in the UK. And I say you may have won an award, a recognition award, to say BAFTA and I say Oscars and I say some form of highly recognized award within the world that we live in. And if you have won such an award, dear, then you don't need an endorsement company to endorse you before me aba on the global talent route. And see, and also sanon in terms of the numbers that can come in, because first there was a reduced number of applicants they would receive in terms of the numbers of people who can apply to that route and obviously gain or be granted visa to come under that route. And see, yes, those who are looking to come as high potential individuals because they have graduated from universities under the government listed approved universities, and I say those who are willing to come on the global talent route because they have received endorsement from one of the four endorsing companies, and now they have received one of the highly recognized awards from around the world there. Then they can also apply onto the global talent route. And last but not the least, when it comes to settlements, I know say Dodwana are looking to see what is going to happen next year. And for this year, dear government no ɛmfa hwee ɛnto mbra say ɔmo asesa settlement route no, but yɛnim from almost proposed announcements any white paper now ɔmo in May say they want people to earn their settlements here in the UK. Nti nkurɔfoɔ no a ɔmo spouses of British dependents ɛne ɔmo nkurɔfoɔ mo EU route n'ase no ɔmo deɛ settlement changes no ɛnka ɔmo. Nti those people are okay because ɔmo aka sɛ they would not affect those who are spouses of British citizens or those who are under the EU settlement scheme. Into those categories of people are, should I say, exempted, and I say they are not part of the changes that will come in terms of settlement. But every other group, they may affect those routes in terms of obia or pesa onya settlement. No, into say, for instance, over 5 years until you are settled at the moment, government snake has said we will extend it from 5 years to 10 years. Into no sano, instead of say over qualify for settlement under the 5 year route, no, you will have to apply for leave to remain for a period of 10 years and sana when you're with settlement. And even with that, no, you have to meet other requirements, which include English. In see, English requirements, no, currently say, oh yeah, indefinite leave to remain application, and most categories are over here English language test at a level B1. And of course, they are looking to see that most people will be able to show, say, they have completed an English language requirement, at least at a level B1, because they want to make sure, say, obi biara obeso integrate eka brofo obetumi ene nkrofo edi nkomo. And they want to also make sure, say, those people are working and they are contributing to the economy. Into say, oh yeah, Juma na o contributed to UK economy with your taxes. Oh yeah, the say oh yeah biana. They see that you are integrating well into society. And they have said you should not be receiving public funds. It is a oh but yeah settlement application ne dia oh but say oh je aban tika na say yeah wankasa na wo ye wadwuma a wo de hwe wo ho. Say aban tika na wo je na wo de hwe wo ho dia, then it means say you are not ready for settlement. And see, that is another thing that they have put out there. And they've also said they want to make sure that people are volunteering, they are making some form of contribution to the UK society and as a community no mutimuno. In say say but you are contributing in some way. I mean, Christmas eba. I sorry ebi wɔ hɔ a ɔmoyɛ soup kitchen na nkurɔfoɔ from outside abedidi. You can say you volunteered at the soup kitchen in your church, and I say charity be bibi this Christmas until wokɔboa ɔmo na ɔmo ayɛ saa nneɛma no. There are so many things going out and I say going on in the community. It is up to you and I say it is up to us to make sure say we know what is going on so that we can also get involved. Because omo person who say nkrofo na omo say omo pese omo tina krom ha no, are they integrating well enough? Are they making the effort to get to know those within their community? They want to make sure say as many people as possible are doing so. And almost sign Abosubium just this ending of October going into November. Yeah, Secretary of State Shabana Mahmood, or they are to just say this route to settlement, they are going to make sure parents say they make the relevant changes. And to tell you the truth, she would not need Parliament to sanction it because most of these changes can be done via the statement of changes that usually no omodeba, and they can introduce them at any point in time. Into next year, dear, I said nkurɔfo a ɔmowɔ family route nso work route no so yɛn nyinaa yɛtumi ɛbɔ yɛn ho mmɔden na yɛtumi prepare yɛn ho enough so that when these changes come into effect, we are not surprised by the changes that they are bringing in regards to the settlement routes no so. Currently no, of course sɛ wobɛyɛ application no deɛ a immigration rules na ɛwɔ hɔnom no will apply. But once the changes come into effect, yɛbɛma amanfoɔ ehu data changes no ɛba into effect. And if you happen to be somebody who has to make your application after that date na when him say what prepare ho a wopɛ sɛ woyɛ wo settlement application no, and all the requirements that will be needed will be stated and I say yɛbɛ broadcasting na obi ehu their ɛkɔ in regards to settlement applications a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ. I'm hoping say and your program no has been useful. It's just been highlights of the year, but I hope say obi afa bibi efrim na at least omu ehu dia eko. Yɛbɛbie yɛ telephone lines no ama etiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ na metumi ebisa mo nsɛm. But ansa na yɛbie yɛ telephone lines, yɛbɛkɔ short break kakra bi na yɛsan ba na yɛtumi ebisa yɛn nsɛm. Yɛma wɔn mbrɛ sɛ mopɛ sɛ motrɔ egu comment section mo questions a mopɛ sɛ mobisa a patwɔ montrɔ egu comment section na yɛmbisa. Sɛ mopɛ sɛ mo friends so a number no ɛda screen no so 075 9662 0154. Mobetumi so afrɛ ebisa mo nsɛm. Yɛtwa yɛ ho nsɛm akakra bi na yɛasan aba back.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contested and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Yɛda mo ase sɛ moasan ajoin yɛn biom. Nti yɛ telephone number a yɛde edi dwumadie ɛyɛ 075 9662 0154. Nti 075 9662 0154. Mobetumi afrɛ so na yɛtumi bisa mo nsɛm. Nti mehu sɛ yɛwɔ questions ɛwɔ platform no so. Wait there, if you could do or say hi, good morning, Lady T and Lawyer Eunice. Please, my sister in the UK has found love in an EU man. Please, what are the documents they have together? And see, I'm sure say we sure be a person worrying, but a person generally background so a day application it will chrome her. And into say about our real application most of the time. So woni nkrata na opɛ sɛ woyɛ awareɛ nkrata de a ɔmo bɛka sɛ kɔ fie na kɔyɛ application no na sign bra. Sɛ yɛ ade a wowɔ nkrata ebi a ɔda biribi so deda ɛna switch akɔ ne kunu no so de a ɛndeɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ application no from within the UK. But say wo sister no enkita nkrata anaasɛ oni immigration status bia ewo krom ha dia and our reapplication no yɛbɛka ne sɛ ɛbɛyɛ very difficult to do within the UK. Kyesɛ nipa kron na ɔbɛware no ɛwɔ ba ɔka sɛ ɔhwɛ papa ne ba no nso nti because of the fact sɛ ɔhwɛ ɛba no nti there's no way a ɔbɛka sɛ or sign the chair coffee akoya application efifie nti sa application e de pacho mani hu lawyer ansa na waye sa application no that's it. Lord Ryle who's that very very peculiar name. Or say please, does a dependent who is on care worker visa in the UK need to write A1 exam if they are switching to different employer? So usually in this case, because of the fact say normal person dependents of skilled workers, sa test no, they haven't yet brought it into effect because I know say it was under the proposed changes when the government was writing on paper, no, their white paper, no. But they haven't brought that into effect. Into the we are dependent of a care worker. They haven't said say you need to do the A1 test. It is usually those who are under the family roots. Into Nkrofo family roots nursing no. Na usually no yɛbɛka sɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ A1 and I say A2 to be able to join ɔmo skilled worker dependents. but so we are dependent of care worker there. That hasn't yet been introduced into it. And also, you can still make the application without having to take an A1 English speaking and listening exam. Into Lord's Raya, I hope said me to me answer our question. Yes, and so Ewo Nana Ama or say good morning. My brother is dependent and he went to Ghana and I believe that on his way coming to the UK, he was not allowed to come because there was misunderstanding between my brother and the wife. So please, what should we do? Um, I mean, if you some dear, who nsɛm bebree, but what I've also realized, say a year no, to say last week, will be the better so say when it comes to the fact that ebi an yere jano now our call report no ama home office for say your report to my home office for ne say muni hobium into home office no omonsa kasa information na ombe send the notification say ni say and omonsa ka nti omo ma won bre na wetumi a challenge it. And usually what to say nkofo yama almost 60 days and answer yama almost 30 days say either some be switch it to an alternative route and say omo be free UK chrome ha nti say we will say and sister minime yere no yeda suti bom bibia ekoso kama unim de nta we yere report we there, then you would have to let the home office know once they've sent you the notification. It's notification no, you're the best send though. Say ya who say ni say ena nimpa no omode aba nti yen so yeah ma with this period of time. Now also watch almost say me what evidence say me name area tibum. There were bills I yet to bom, you will say. Nti they are all canon and you're not correct because ABS or the divorce certificate grandpa ba me dem maintain who grandpa say yeah divorce because as of last month answer na maybe call Ghana no na yeah da suitable ma me nsanka divorce bia nti me so me dere me dere banini and they can have a look and then reconsider on what decision now on I'm making no. But say only evidence I bet you say only we yere etibom na browse our notification now to mean challenge yeah, then I will say be who lawyer na at least yeah share alternative routes are of course ube to me akoso. It's unfortunate in this instance say Nanama Unyano has to go through this, but they will not necessarily send somebody away just because on any area or issues because in Kofobibre any partners or issues. But I believe say it's because of the fact say ebia nipakono ya reporting no ama home office na home office for no so ama ni notification automatically free a chrome ha say omo ma 60 days crampo na 60 days no does not have to come until they say that for instance because 60 days no 1 year whole training see you way free come her say wait to cry na almost send was a notification no then automatically no will leave na ended because na only chrome her in see automatically na someone who said will leave no ended. I believe say you will be line also hello, caller, patch up. My within ne baby are all free.
Eunice, that's a good morning.
Good morning.
Me back to your friend, if you are free Coventry. I tell me, my message, but I didn't get it well. Me back to one, and Mrs. South from Hannah. 1 year here was Yanni for EU. the door for EU, you know, the summer yawari and order, no, or the skilled worker visa and buy, you know, or mention to acquire divorce, and I will be say, a person more yawari and patron, never been here, document then I was on Mogada and son of my application, and some quiet our real swag. But I was only because only now I had some person come here, na ọmọdé document rẹ bá wọn pẹ sọ ọmọdé bá wọn pẹ sọ ọmọ yẹn náà wọn sọ ọmọ yẹn gada ọmọdé ti
Oh,
tẹ
okay. Okay, see, because me answer question I see into na me my general answer. Into in regards to what sister no, because of our skilled worker visa no so no. Me I'm assuming so that's what I said now and cancel yeah. It's just say up as all switch it.
never shy.
Okay, into say or switch it yeah, then of course or the in na eba she will have to include in the divorce na why you know, including the Ghanaian customary marriage certificates now why if you know, and then she will also have to make sure say or attestation from the Ghana High Commission no, on the customary marriage certificates to show say I'm part a genuine marriage certificate when you a fee or back. And then she will also have to include evidence of the fact say or the partner na nasa or non the partner no they earn at least 29,000, and that and also I English language test so no mom na skilled worker na dia then I'm sure say either so or sa IELTS certificate and also or undergraduate degree so
But
she
for
would.
a dependent it will need
Oh, okay, so no mom you're dependent on your skilled worker.
bachelor.
Look at say or the skilled worker I buy it. Okay, into so no mom na dependence there, then usually she will have to do that English language. Into usually we say so obetumi a now I A2 and I say B1 or senya and yet every time bia na wobekwa akoye test no into preferably no so obetumi a now akoye sa English speaking and listening at level A2 and I say level B1. And also when it
So
comes to
okay.
Pajo say,
So now maybe some but so team boom, but see I'm person cotton and boom till me but you know so okay. And be here conversation and I say pictures be PPB near there and so I can one.
say the omo worry yes, omo ntimbom dia that's understandable because omo nye aware for. But say o worry obi a the expectation say uni nipa kron no ebetena bom. So most of the time home office no hwehwɛ say wo se wa worry nipa kro yi dia ye pese ye hu evidence say mutibom. Nti do you have any evidence like letters from GP, letters from bank, proof of address be a bit to me actually say since mo worry and no moti bom ana. Ebum so to meet na boom before omo worry. So you can also include evidence of the fact say na moti bom and sana mo worry. And that is also something that can be done in terms of when relationship ne start no say oh ka say be a mo ho 1 year ago and na mo worry there then usually they will expect to see evidence that okay na mo wo hono man na mo worry into be a or WhatsApp communication and now phone calls and now be to show that oh na mo wo hono man na mo be worry into you can include evidence of that as well if you are looking at genuine how genuine the relationship is and also to me at the account to show say answer no mo worry no na mo ni mo ho pa answer na mo worry. So yes, you know, in terms of genuine relationship to me include communications ni na and then evidence of accommodation baby a mo no tenancy agreement and I say a mortgage mortgage statements ne title deeds no. So yes, these are but a few of the documents are on way to me a DIA application. No.
Eunice, so that's you ever on.
Patrick, yeah, that's so if yeah. Okay. I think that you have another question, Evans Boating, or say, how does the Home Office count 5 years continuous stay? Does it start from the day of entry or the day of decision letter as pre-settled status? Okay, into Evans Boating, who were EU settlement scheme na say because who can pre-settled status? Usually, so obi wɔ pre-settled status it's been said nipa korɔ no 5 years asetena ɛwɔ kurom ha. Nti wɔ 5 years no so na watumi akɔyɛ saa indefinite anaasɛ settled status application. Nti Evans Boateng ebisa sɛ ɛyɛ dɛn na ɔmo count saa period. Menim sɛ obi gyina line no so but me answer Evans quickly. Sɛ nipa korɔ no yes, sir. Settle status application now. They have to make sure say they are able to show continuous residence. And continuous residence means say they haven't been absent for at least 6 months in a 12-month period. They will also have to show evidence that at least for each of the 5 years, they were living here continuously to crime for that 6 month period or more than the 6 month period within a 12-month period. It's very, very important. I know, say, very recently they have stated in their guidance, say, if you are able to show evidence of the fact that you meet 30 months requirement instead of the 60 months and you have good reason why you were absent for the other 30 months, they will consider. That's only if you have very good reason. And say, as much as possible, you have to be able to show, say, what's now for the 5 years continuously. Unko baby for at least 6 months within that 12-month period. And see, Evans, I hope, say, I've answered your question. How much does it cost to book appointment? Consultation fee in a 60 pounds to me a bookie consultation. Nipa gyina line no so patch up my end with din any baby I will free.
Oh, good morning, Eunice.
Good morning. Yeah, sure.
Me were questions me and be. Firstly, morning, you mappa. First question here is about skill workers in carefully. So obi ba ha elbano before asan yes rule say ultimate for dependent man. Urban on his application back in Ghana or the also say or Wanyere or Ghana, but Urban on one buy. But San Juman or Benya, sponsorship. Say Juman no, I say I'm another job under the care worker now. Sani Passano now, or person call worry with Sani code in the 6 something no Ghana. Is that possible with me? And I say, man, I say, want to mean exercise about Africa number, want to mean worry because a new wife is not on the formal application as well. But when my first question, and second question is to say, yeah, funny say, Obi 2.5, 2.5, no drew indefinite. Indefinite application, which specific application now open you a indefinite no original and basso the British child sooner or the African.
Okay. If you didn't catch you, yeah, that's a bit big. I think so I'll answer the last question first. In regards to Obia wire application under the parents' roots, usually no, say oh yeah application now. Because it's now online, the forms I would say it's not specific like before. In see, usually say unya the correct online form there. I would say so go on to the .gov.uk website because we said nipa kono or parent route no so I'm assuming say we really 10 years, okay 5 years, but I know most people on the parent route complete a period of 10 years. Say a kunu and say a year dear, then I would have said say okay 5 years. But say a ne bankwana ojina no so Edinya ne asetena dia, then usually it's a period of 10 years. It's only if, for instance, Nipakono switch from the 10-year route to the 5-year route, no, no, make I say, okay, and the Nipakono, the time now so for settlement application. Into mostly if it is on the parent route, you go onto the .gov.uk website and you type in settlement under the parent route, and now say a partner route you can just type in indefinite leave to remain application as a partner, and now say indefinite leave to remain application as a parent. The government webpage no ɛbɛba na akyerɛw the qualification requirements, and then you click on apply now. Into whereas before I would have just said, oh, just apply using set this or set that. No, CCR they have specific online forms for specific applications. Into it will be better to go onto the .gov UK website and then type in the application you are making, and then they would bring you the correct form. In regards to the first question, now oh kase when it comes to obia first waba UK Chrome ha oba and sana changes na eba oba skilled worker or ware but sisi a wako ware foforo, and they have switched to this new occupation code. Obviously, I don't know when the switch happened, but the switch happened before 22nd of July 2025. They will still be allowed to bring their dependents. But if the switch happened after the 22nd of July 2025, unfortunately, no, they would not be allowed to add any dependents after the changes came into effect. And I said they will not be able to apply for their dependents to join them. Into say, ebia nipa krono or yeah, ne switch no, let's say February this year, and they have SAR 6135 and that's a 6136. Now almost say normal worry, and after normal person will confirm yere eba, they should be able to still bring their wife. But say bia omo yes switch no was after the 22nd of July 2025. And almost confirm area, but unfortunately because the cutoff date was 22nd July 2025 Nancy. So year application not to switch, and they were given the code 6135 and I said 6136. Then unfortunately almost to me and kofa omuyere and as omukno and become home so yes, to answer your question, I hope say to me it's a what radio so and I say Facebook so and see. Let's see what we have in terms of your platform. If there are any more questions, I don't think said there are any more questions. And so I'll let lawyer Annie I'll translate it. Dia you can, and then in terms of your highlights, no, will brofo kasanim. Lawyer Annie Pacho.
Yes, good morning, Lawyer Eunice, and good morning to all our viewers and listeners, and happy Friday to you all. So, today we looked at the immigration highlights of 2025, and as we know, in June 2025, the new statements of changes were introduced. So, in terms of skilled workers, there has now been a change in terms of the qualification requirement that is required of skilled workers. So initially, a skilled worker would have to have a qualification which was at level 3, which is equivalent to an A level. However, now the qualification that the skilled worker needs to have has to be at level 6, which is equivalent to a university degree. So that's the first change. The second change is that there has been an increase in the English language requirement for skilled workers. So, initially or previously, skilled workers had to pass the English language test at level B1. However, now it has been increased to B2. So, they have to pass that test in speaking, reading, listening, and writing. The third change is that care workers can no longer come to the UK. So if you look at the occupational code 6135 and 6136, that route has been closed. And that was from the 22nd of July 2025. So if someone wants to submit an application now to come to the UK as a skilled worker, specifically as a care worker, they wouldn't be able to do that since the cutoff period was the 22nd of July 2025. And if, let's say, the skilled worker or the person wasn't a skilled worker by the 22nd of July 2025, that person can no longer or cannot bring their dependents into the UK. Then another change is in relation to students. So there has been a change to the graduate visa. Initially, after a student has completed their studies, they can remain in the UK for up to 2 years. However, this has now been reduced to 18 months. And lastly, there have also been some proposed changes when it comes to settlement, indefinite leave to remain, as the Home Office wants people to earn their settlement in the UK. So there are plans to increase the length that is required of someone. So now, or previously, someone had to be in the UK for 5 years and then they would be eligible to apply for indefinite leave to remain in most cases. However, now the Home Office wants to increase that to 10 years. And this, however, does not have an impact on those who are in the UK under the EU settlement scheme or those who are married to British citizens. So that's a quick summary for today of the highlights of 2025. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much.
I think say you will be our line also. Thank you so much, Lawyer Annie. We are so grateful. So nipa na our line also patcho body na catch baby a free. Hello. Hello, patcho Temeka.
Mpacho ai. Mpacho
Okay.
na na me ba je say nipa no after work no say they will go one for all together. Is that possible? So which me call ware fufro. Summary na no say is we ja ware what say but ware new wife one fanan to nay in so ba fe no be so ko married
Oh,
in Ghana. Is that possible?
Debbie. So having na all call warring nimpan. I don't know if Dabena or yes switch no.
Oh yeah, switch no say around July but I don't know what to man as so
Ah, yeah.
and
So that's
Obani need the baby
the
also. If you find say oh the switch no before July, obet me akoware.
So if he did the switch before the changes came into effect there, then of course the dependents now or before that date no over to me the naka one. But this is the case where I feel na all call warren
Ɔkɔ
no.
ware yɛ.
Yes, so in just for me in my thinking in my logic I'm thinking to myself because I feel that nipa no ebe dependent no it might be a bit tricky but if he made a switch before he can still go ahead and then
And try
obviously
it.
do the application and see what they say.
It's dicey.
Yeah, yeah. Pacho
Okay.
said yeah. What's me I say now one to me I say
Yɛbɛka sɛ kiri. Yɛbɛka sɛ kiri.
okay.
Okay, but that's
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Nti yɛda mo ase bebree sɛ metumi ajoin yɛn for yɛ program, the last program of the year 2025. Nyame ɛna ehu yɛn a ebesi saa mberɛ. I know say this year also has been a year filled with so many good things. And even if there has been anything that has been challenging for you, yeah, vampire say, yeah, man, so ebe hu umobo anasa obedi wenim kai in the year 2026. We wish you all a Merry Christmas. BWF Solicitors, wish you munina afishia pa. Yeda so ewo office until the 24th of December. Yebeba on the 29th and the 30th, and then half day on the 31st. And then we will see you all in the new years. Nti sɛ mopɛ sɛ mo booking for consultation te sɛ sɛnya na obi ebisa ɛwɔ platform no so a yɛ office number ɛyɛ 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340 nti yɛda mo ase bebree nyame nka mo ho mbɔ mo ho ban until next year we wish you all a merry Christmas and a blessed new year. Bye bye.
Amen.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contested and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner, with over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.